Juvenile justice system is once again under scrutiny. The rise in younger teens, even kids, committing serious crimes has some calling for change.
So what did the latest teenage crime trends actually reveal? Our 4 investigator Ryan Laughlin shows us why the missing pieces of this puzzle create a highly complicated picture.
There are pieces of this puzzle.
The notion that there's no accountability here must end.
Showing something is wrong.
Keep your hands on top of your head. Walk back. Walk back.
4 Investigates is looking for missing pieces of a juvenile justice system under scrutiny.
The juveniles need to learn. Let me tell you.
Nancy Akers
That's my bling bling, okay?
used to live in a house divided.
It kinda is.
A Cowboys fan at an Albuquerque bus stop asked for her number.
And he comes out a really happy guy and just asking me, and I look at my sister and I'm like, should I? And she goes, I don't know,
Daniel Zambrano hung around for the next 16 years.
Always making people laugh and always wanting to help somebody.
Zambrano was restoring this cross that would become his memorial.
Fastest like 100 miles an hour.
All I heard was that impact. If this is from the body, that's pretty severe in and of itself.
I says, oh my God, it was a juvenile. Then that means the kid was probably scared and didn't know what to do, ran, but he should have stopped either way.
Police tracked down the truck, got an arrest warrant, and a 16-year-old boy turned himself in for killing Zambrano.
Yes, they want rehabilitation in the juvenile system, but it all depends on the crime,
Do you believe there should be more severe punishment for teenagers accused of serious crimes?
They should be incarcerated longer. Yes, they took someone's life. They are a danger to the community.
District Attorney Sam Bregman is pitching lawmakers
I am not about putting juveniles in and throwing the key away.
and the business community on juvenile justice reform at the Roundhouse in January.
I respect the idea that we just don't want to punish kids into a system where they just throw away the key on them and forget about them. But at the same exact time, that's the system that we've been following for the last decade at least. How's that working in Albuquerque right now? It's not.
He's pushing for some juvenile crimes to have adult consequences.
Why is only first-degree murder the charge that can move forward to be charged as an adult?
Oddly enough, Bregman and his courtroom counterpart,
it's a hard balance.
Chief Public Defender Bennett Bauer, want the same thing: to divert kids away from a life of crime. They are both looking to different pieces to try to get a clearer picture of the juvenile justice puzzle. In Bregman's first year as DA, he says gun crimes with kids shot up. However, in 2024, juveniles charged with a felony gun crimes dropped significantly.
What do you attribute that decrease to?
2022 was still at the tail end of the pandemic and all those issues. I think that was clear. I can't attribute it to a single thing, but I know it's still far too much going on.
Could the recent decline be related to the DA's push to educate school kids on serious gun crimes? Or to the governor,
It shall immediately suspend.
whose unusual public health order on gun violence led to more kids locked up for gun crimes?
Did this have any impact in the dip that we're seeing in 2024?
We don't know. Well, we know that a lot of the kids that committed offenses with guns didn't have prior records.
The public defender is taking a wider view.
My concern is that we make decisions based upon numbers that only look at what happened during COVID. As those numbers go down, as crime goes down naturally, that way is going to leave a lot of kids in detention and a lot of people in prison.
Bauer's stats show a 5-year snapshot, and most juvenile crime is trending down to pre-pandemic levels, with the glaring exception of murder and auto theft.
We have to let them know the dangers. I think that's very important, but it's not necessarily through incarceration of others. It's, finding ways to impress upon them the seriousness of these kinds of actions now.
Just off Old Coors, Nancy Akers couldn't be more serious.
If you take someone's life, you should get more than 6 weeks.
That 16-year-old did not have a driver's license. He did not stop after he hit Zambrano, and he did get 2 years of probation.
What is probation, you know?
To Akers, justice for Zambrano is still missing a piece. I'm Ryan Laughlin for Investigates.
And Ryan joins us now. We've been covering crime, juvenile crime specifically, for years in our ABQ Forward series. We sounded the alarm years ago. Nothing has been done. Some lawmakers are not interested at all in making these big changes that obviously need to be addressed. So can we expect anything different to happen when they go to the Roundhouse in January?
I mean, we can't tell the future, but we can learn from recent history. It was your interview with the governor before the last 30-day session where it was her that said that there were some extreme policymakers on the left that are overly cautious about tinkering with this juvenile justice system. So we'll see what they're going to do come January. What we're going to do in 4 Investigates is look for potential solutions to this. And we got some things that have shown promising results. Our Missing Pieces series is going to look at everything from prevention, detention, to how our state's Children, Youth, and Families Department is playing a major role in this juvenile justice puzzle. My partner, 4 investigator Brittany Costello, is working on a Missing Pieces story right now, looking at the nexus of child abuse and neglect cases and juvenile crime. Our goal is to give this really complex issue a hard look so that we can all be armed with some knowledge heading into January when our representatives have a chance to make some changes.
Yeah, Ryan, a lot more to discuss here for sure. We'll be looking forward to the next installment. Thank you so much.